Hey, and welcome back to the channel. This is actually a voiceover, an old video that I filmed in November 2014. Those of you who have been with me for quite a while might remember this video. Where we are is at the Menzies Carpark, which has since been demolished. The Menzies Carpark is actually where Wynyard's Platforms 1 and 2 were. Wynyard Platforms 1 and 2 used to be the Tram platforms. The tram line used to continue from here over the Sydney Harbour Bridge onto the North Shore. I'll show you all a photo of what the tram platforms used to look like, which would have been possibly around this spot. It kind of looks like it, but anyway, here's the photo. Very interesting indeed. But yeah, this is some pretty interesting footage that I wanted to go back and just, I guess, re-upload, but I wanted to add an extra couple of bits and pieces to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to obviously continue this walk through the tunnel here until I've finished with this voiceover. Then we're going to actually go to some footage that I filmed for my other channel, Abandoned Oz, of the tunnel portal, where this tunnel leads to and heads over the Harbour Bridge. And then at the very end of the video, I'll actually add the full clip here, the 5 or 6 minute video walking through this tunnel with the original nervous me doing the commentary. But yeah, so this tunnel actually closed, or this tram line closed in June 1958. From Wynyard, the line went over the Harbour Bridge to Milson's Point, where there was a tram stop there, and then on to North Sydney. But yeah, this is actually pretty cool. Something very interesting, actually. I really do want to actually get access to these tunnels again, to be able to do a proper in-depth walkthrough. You can do that these days during Sydney's annual Vivid event. There's a new thing that started last year in 2023 called Dark Spectrum, where these very tunnels are actually decked out in lights and art and whatnot. Although that will be pretty interesting too. That's something I could also do, something we can look at featuring on this channel. But I do really want to get into these tunnels and do an in-depth full walkthrough without all those special lights, and it just looking like this pretty much. But yeah, anyway, on to the next part of the video. The next part of the video, as I said, will be at the tunnel portal, where the trams went in and out of, from and to the Harbour Bridge, and then we'll go back to this very video from 2014, but with the original commentary, where I sounded absolutely nervous as anything. Because, 2014, that's pretty much when I started YouTubing. I was so nervous talking to the camera. I was embarrassed half the time, but, as the years go by, you get quite used to those things. But, yeah, I hope you enjoy this video. It's something that I really wanted to sort of, I don't know, it's kind of like a throwback video. But yeah, here's the next part. So I'm currently on the Sydney CBD side of the Harbour Bridge, obviously looking towards the North Shore. Now on this side of the Harbour Bridge, trams used to run along here. On the other side, trains run. On the 29th of June 1958, the last tram ran across the Harbour Bridge. So what I'm going to show you is remnants of the old tram line that used to run from this end of the Harbour Bridge into Wynyard Station. Now I did a video a little while ago of Wynyard Station platforms 1 and 2. If you notice today, there are no platform 1 and 2 at Wynyard Station, and there hasn't been for well over 50 years. Platform 1 and 2 at Wynyard Station used to be the tram platforms. So platform 1 and 2, Wynyard tram platforms. After that, it was used as a car park for the Menzies. Now that had closed, the Menzies had been demolished, but that car park where platforms 1 and 2 at Wynyard still remains. It was actually opened for Vivid last year in 2023. So that's pretty cool. So I'll put the link to the video of that car park at Wynyard Station in the description of this video if you want to have a look at that. Now I want to show you where that car park or the tram tunnel led to. It led to the Harbour Bridge and it came out here. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop the phone through bits and pieces of this fence here as we get a little bit lower, and we'll show you exactly where these trams ran through, and you'll see the tunnel portal as well. So trams would run up this hill, up onto the Harbour Bridge before this above area was built. So we'll walk down a little more so you can see a little bit more until we get to this tunnel portal. So see these little nooks here. They were for rail workers to sort of, when they were working on the rails, to sort of hide in as a tram passes. It's sort of like a little safety nook. I'm not too sure if there's a proper name for them, but that's just what I'd call them. It sort of explains it all. Got a spot here where the stanchions used to be. I think it might have been a stanchion anyway, I'm not too sure. Kind of looks like a spot for it. Would have been pretty good if they kept it, in my opinion. So you got the tunnel portal just here. We'll see if we can get a closer look at it. Kind of looks like there's some very old tram tracks there too. Like those tracks are old, very, very old. Sorry, just dodging someone kind of walking on the right hand side of the track. You should be able to have a bit of a better look through here, although there is a tree in the way, but it should be right. There we go. So there's the tunnel portal that came out of Wynyard. Now there were two tunnels. You got the one here that's gated off, and you got another one which you should be able to see the outline of. Let's just zoom out. There we go. So these two tunnels went straight through the Wynyard station, platforms 1 and 2. I'm here at Wynyard and on Wynyard's platform 1 and 2. If you guys notice, the platforms that are actually used start from platform 3, but where I am now in one of the car parks is actually where platform 1 and 2 were. I've done a vlog on this before, but I had no idea what I was talking about, and well, I was sort of new to vlogging then, and yeah, you know. If you can tell just at the end here, you can tell it was a train tunnel of some sort. Can't necessarily figure out what's what. I'm pretty sure I'm standing on one of the platforms now, or where the tracks were. And let's take us for a walk to this little ramp thing down here. It's like one big car park. It's kind of creepy actually. Okay, scratch that, it's very creepy. I don't like tunnels. When I came here last, there was a heck of a lot of cars.
I'm pretty sure that these were old tram tunnels. Also, these trams used to go over the Harbour Bridge and to Milson's Point. And I don't know if this is a fact or not, but I think Milson's Point station actually used to be a tram stop. So yeah, that's quite interesting. And he's got more of a car park just here, and here's one of those little hidey nook things. You just hide in if a train was to come flying past, you know. You don't really want to die, I guess. Well, I'd hope not anyway. You just walk upstairs and I'll give you an overview of the tunnel. Actually, I can show you up a bit more as well. It's kind of creepy in here. It's an overview down there. Now up ahead, it says mind your head, which is what I plan on doing. And, well, okay. Well, I'm not going to go any further. Let's just say that much. And there's looking down to where another platform was. So, yeah. Now just walking back through where we came before. Just give me a second, I'm just going to take a picture of this little nook thing in a sec. Oh, my phone decides to like me. Okay. Up here doesn't really look like a proper tunnel until you get to this arch here. So yeah, it's a little bit of history, just in case anyone's noticed that there isn't actually a platform 1 or 2 at Wynyard. And this is why. And there's a little drain thing that says into Sydney Harbour. Okay. Hey, at least you know where the water's going. You see like a Ford or a Holden come through here and a Mercedes and a Waratah behind it. That'll be quite scary. Waratah comes flying up this hill. That'll be even scarier. Anyway, it's back to the normal car park looking area. Now there's another part like this on the other side of the wall, so what I'm going to do is try and find that. You actually hear a Waratah